Another episode of Champ Chats. So, as some of you might have seen, I've got Shay Walsh, Bama World Champion, good friend of mine, another hard worker. We've got plenty of stories to give you as well. So, you would have seen that photo I put up. We'll get into that. It's pretty crazy. This guy's a hard worker. The White Walker, his nickname. Shay Walsh, the White Walker. So, Shay the White Walker Walsh, I think it is, and he lives up to his name, let me tell you. So we'll get right into that. I'll find him right now, and let's get started. Give me a second. By the way, he's from Lancaster, England, I think it is. So I think it might be early in the morning over there for them. I found him. I'm adding him. He'll be in.
How you doing, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
You good?
Introducing Lancaster. That was right.
Yeah. Did I
Working
say
on your
right?
English accent. Yeah, just about.
Lancaster. From Lancaster? No, what? Lancaster? That's more. What's that?
That sounds more Scouse.
Scouse? Is that Liverpool?
Yeah.
From Liverpool. Shout out to the Englishmen. They'll appreciate a good Aussie impersonation or Aussie impersonating an Englishman.
Yeah, man.
That wasn't
How are
bad.
you?
I think I've done all right. I'm good, man. I'm good. I've just been smashing these workouts all day. I've done a few sessions today. I'm actually considering being sort of stuck at home. I'm actually cooked, so my body feels like how it does at the end of the week when I'm doing flight kicks. So I know I'm getting the work in when I feel like that. I was like literally after my couple of sessions today, I was cooked. My body was cooked. I was hurting, so I was like far out. Didn't expect to feel like this while I'm in isolation, but it's good. It means I'm working. We're getting shit done, doing what we can. What about you?
What time is it there?
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
5
It's
o'clock.
8 a.m. here. I've been getting some training in as well. I grabbed a few bits from the gym, so luckily with the weather's been all right. It's been dry, so I've been throwing some weights about in the garden and that, working on the summer muscles, mate.
I don't know if I believe you that it's dry and sunny over there in England.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Well, not sunny. I won't go that far, but it's been dry. We've been lucky.
Yeah.
We've been lucky.
Nice.
It might be the. I was speaking to Emilo yesterday. He made a good point. It might be the break the ozone layer's getting. We're getting some nice weather now because there's not as much pollution about.
Mate,
You know
what? I know this is crazy. It's very unfortunate what's happening, but I guess there could be some good that comes out of it as well. Like with things like that,
Yeah.
people just again, it's something that we're always going to talk about. People at home. I think relationships could go, family could get a lot closer. Maybe some could go worse as well. You never know. But then a lot of people be doing whatever they can to benefit themselves. Right now, it's crazy, but I think we can still turn things around. Once this is all over, I think it might be all right. Like you said, supposedly, was it Venice? Was it Venice that supposedly they had clear water over there or something like that? Is that true?
I've seen a few different things. Yeah, like Venice with the gondolas and all that. It's normally dead mucky and you can see through to the bottom now, and then different bits of wildlife showing up in all over the place again. So.
Mate, I actually believe that because even when I've noticed we go for rides, I go with the family, I take them for rides, and I've got the trailer, I've got the kids, and I go for long rides, and we usually go along the beaches and that. And Emma's been saying, "Oh man, it looks so much clearer." Like I don't know if she's saying it because she's just thinking it because she's seen about the Venice, or she literally thinks that. So whether you don't know, but I honestly think that the world could be doing some good now, even though it's unfortunate. People obviously losing lives, losing family members, and all that. That's obviously really bad. But right now, there's nothing we can do about it besides be at home. But I mean, while we're doing that, maybe this world can have a bit of a break. But anyway, so are you still trying to get some workouts back at home?
Yeah, I've still been doing a bit. I've got I've just taken the positives from it. Really, I've had more family time, and then make sure I get a bit of training in at home. So yeah, it's been good.
Oh yeah, that's it. I would say, how long has your gym been closed for now? So yeah, for people that don't know, Shay's got his own gym there at Lancaster. He's got his own. So I'm guessing that's obviously not going ahead right now. Postponed.
Yeah. So it's been closed about 3 weeks now or something. As soon as the schools are closed in England, like that was sort of like the guidelines we were trying to follow, because with the kids' classes and stuff like that. Obviously, if they're at school, it's a similar sort of thing. But then when it started getting a bit more serious, and they decided to close the schools, and that was it for the gym really as well. So yeah, bit mad, sort of halted the progress of the gym a little bit, but obviously everyone's in the same boat. We just got to do what we got to do, and like I say, just trying to take the positives from it and enjoying a bit of an holiday with the family, basically.
Well, we can spend more time with the family. So that's what I'm just trying to do what I can in this crazy situation. But with the White Walker, I want to know about this, because I know I've come along. Was this before Game of Thrones or from Game of Thrones you got White Walker?
It was from the Game of Thrones. It was actually Brad Pinkett it was after that fight, because of the jaw was hanging off and I was still fighting. Shit, that was the one that gave me the name.
I don't know if this is hard for you to talk about, but I mean, like, that's why I put them photos up, and I think most of them will see it. I could probably go in and find them now so people can see them. But so with that fight, how old were you when you had this fight?
So that was the last fight before I met you. The last fight before the tryouts.
That's it. You did. So you had a big break because of that. I remember you telling me. Yeah.
So I don't know. What was that? 5 years? Probably like 25 or something. About 25 maybe.
Yeah. So man, I'm gonna put up this photo. I think some of you might have already seen it. But like again, you don't mind me putting up the jaw one? I want to sort of.
No, it's all right. Yeah.
So you will see this here. Oh wait, let me. Can I sort of make that not so close? I don't know if I can. Maybe this one makes it look a bit. If you look at the one where it shows his jaw, and I don't know if you could see that, but that was literally like split right down there, and it was even. One was like higher than the other. Like the bottom of the jaw was literally split and like sort of like this. So again, I'm sorry to show you that. I know that's something to look at. But mate, like for you to even know that happened in a fight is crazy enough. People would see that and be like, man, we're crazy. We're absolutely crazy to be in the octagon, because things like that can happen. And I get that. It is a crazy sport. But at the same time, for you to go out there, when did this happen?
Where?
When?
So yeah, before. God, when was it now? When was the trial? It was 2014. Must have been somewhere like 20.
My bad. I meant what?
Oh, in the fight. Sorry. Yeah. About 45 seconds in or something like that, I got nailed with an uppercut, and I think what happened, is my teeth sort of slipped in front of my gum shield. My bottom teeth slipped in front like that, and then obviously the chin just took the brunt of it and just snapped it clean in two, like. So it was one break just down here, and just.
So that happened.
Bad.
That happened 45 seconds into this fight, and you still fought another 10 minutes after that.
Yeah, so we fought for 2 rounds. So when I first got hit with it, I sort of pushed him up into the cage after, and I could feel it with my tongue in my mouth, and I thought, he's fucking knocked one of my teeth out. That's what I thought at first.
Yeah.
Just because I could feel sharp stuff on my tongue, And then, we carried on with the fight or whatever, and then I started realising that, another 30 seconds later or something, I thought, that's not my tooth, that must be my jaw's broken here, And I had a bad first round, you know what I mean? Like I was still getting nailed with uppercuts on my broken jaw, and every time he was pushing against my face, and my whole face was moving with it, So yeah, it was a bad first round, but then we got the little bit of a break in between the first and the second round, and that was sort of like, just give me a little bit of time to get my head together, and I knew my jaw was broken. I knew I was going to hospital after it, and then I was like, right, we've got 10 minutes, let's go and win this fight, and then sort that out later, you know. So I had a much better second round. Still, obviously, taking punishment, but not as much. My shots were landing better. Like I was scoring my takedowns, and I was winning the round. I won the round, you know. And then so it was one apiece going into the third round, and then the doctor came in and told me to open my mouth. And obviously, as soon as he looked in my mouth, he called it off, you know.
Far out. And when you arguing with him?
Yeah, so it was like really. I hate watching that footage because because obviously my face was fucked. I could barely get my words out properly. So somebody's writing it here now. It's a mate of mine. He's still got a little ongoing joke because I'm going. I'm trying to convince the doctor to let me out, and I'm going, come on, man, one more round.
I don't want to laugh, but I was hoping you were going to do it because I was going to impersonate you telling that. I was going to be like, one more round.
Yeah,
I remember you telling me that story, and I could only imagine, like, this ref's like, mate, like, your face is split in two. Like, I remember, that photo, I guess I couldn't show people properly, but it was literally the bottom jaw, like, one teeth was up here, the other half was down here. So, like, absolutely crazy. And again, I keep reminding you of this. This has happened twice to you. Have you split down twice?
No, we're both in a different place. So obviously, taking a lot of punishment in that fight after the jaw was broken ended up coming back to haunt me again because my jaw got broken for a second time. You know, what happened? Because I had one split here. Obviously, as the bone grew back stronger, it like calcified and made it. You could see it on the X-ray where my bone was a lot thicker up the front. But then in my last fight I got kicked under the chin and it split on both sides of the. So it actually broke in two places on the second time.
One here. Oh, awesome! Two. Yeah. So I didn't know about that.
So there's been three separate breaks in a bone that's. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, 2 inches.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it came back to haunt me. So yeah, two surgeries, a lot of metal in my face. There's five plates and 20 screws in my face now. Yeah. And for life, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's again. Sorry to bring that up, but you know, the reason why I sort of like that it's sort of. Let people know what type of guy you are, and like not only tough, hard work. These are things that I wanted to talk about, like how I pride myself, and I'm sort of known for hard working, always got a good gas tank, all these types of things. And anyone that's trained with me and you, like we've done so much training together, knows that we're both cardio machines. Just go it, all day, every day, going at it. So, I wanted to sort of share that story and just sort of let people know that. There's times where, like, you can, there's some people out there just bred different, man. I honestly believe that. I don't think you can really teach that. That's something you can't teach. It's just sort of bred.
Stupidity.
Hey?
Stupidity.
Mate, like, we're doing camera. Yeah, I guess, it's crazy. Somebody, I guess you could look at it that way, but at the same time, some people are just bred different. And I believe, again, when it comes to hard work and even in the gym, having that sort of personality, that sort of grind, again, it can sometimes be bad for us because of things like that, and we push ourselves too far. Sometimes we're overtrained. Like, that's why we need coaches to pull us back, you know what I mean? But I believe that, that's what makes us so mentally and physically driven, always hardworking. We're always going to do what needs to be done to get fit. And I know with you because I've trained with you so many times, and that's why me and you were such great training partners because we were never shy of hard work. So yeah, I believe that I bet you from early days where you training, I guarantee you, like I'd always tell my story where I'm saying, like, no matter who was in front of me, how big they were and all, I'll find a way to try and beat them. Oh, I'm not going to give up. If they're on top of me, I'm going to make it hard for them to be on top of me, no matter where I was, you know what I mean? And I believe that would be the same case for you. So, again, your gas tank, is that what you're trying to get in your gym? Is that what you're all about? Are you sort of like, nah, no, pussy,
mate. Of course, you know. You said, like you say, we both had a similar sort of mindset in that regard, where conditioning is king. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how good your skills are in certain areas. If you're tired, it doesn't mean shit. So yeah, conditioning is what it's all about. And then, like you say, put the hard work in the gym, and then you're prepared. You know you're prepared.
I can see a few people that must be from your gym commenting and going, something like that.
Yeah.
Just busting everyone's ass, making them put in the work. Mate, at the end of the day, if I could tell someone, I remember someone asking me just the other day, they were asking me about if you could give people that are first starting out in MMA or martial arts, what's some advice you could do? And literally what I was trying to explain is what I just sort of talked about there, was about put yourself in uncomfortable positions. So it's gonna be hard work. Don't shy away from it. Try and find your way around it. It will be hard. It's gonna be uncomfortable. But the more you do it, that's when you'll be more comfortable in them uncomfortable situations. Something I always talk about. But that is advice that I'll say. There's going to be hard sessions, and there's people that will be like, oh yeah, Tuesdays, oh man, that's that workout that, nah, I ain't doing that, I'm going to dodge that day, I'll go to technique tomorrow, you know what I mean? And they sometimes work around it, and sometimes you don't blame them, because these sessions are hard. But if you want to take this sport serious, put yourself in a position where, you know what I mean, it will make you, that's who you're going to be. That's going to be who you are. It's just a hard worker. Now, I put myself in that position from day one, whether it was from concreting, whatever it was. First day in the gym, football. I've always been a hard worker. And you know what I mean? It's just who I am. And because I've always done that, now I don't know any different. I can't not be a hard worker. I literally need the coach to tell me, look, that's it, pull up. Joe literally pulls me up and be like, I want you to have today off. I want you to have the rest of the day off. You're training too hard. And the beauty of that is, that's one less thing that I need to worry about. When you go into a fight, one thing Joe always said to me, if you can get fit, get yourself fit, that's one less thing you have to worry about when you fight. And that's something that makes so much sense. I don't need to worry about, oh no, I might get tired, I'm going to need to pull back. I can worry about what I need to do because I know I won't get tired. And I believe that's how you train with your brother, yeah? Your brother was always...
That's right, yeah. Yeah, my brother Sergio, and same thing, yeah. He, from day one, he was saying it doesn't matter where your skills are at if you're tired, so you've got to make sure that you're the fitter man, and you've got no excuses for that. If people that have had plenty of notice for a fight and then gassing in the fight, it's just, I hate seeing that stuff. It's like, why? What have you been doing the last few weeks? Not putting the work in enough, So yeah, that's it. Yeah. And we used to do a lot of training, you know what I mean, a lot of hard work, and then just peeling ourselves off the floor and like, oh shit, we got to go again, But
mate, it's what you got to do. I think in a lot of sports that you need to be able to adapt. So if you're going to get tired, like in a fight, I don't care how fit you are, there's going to be times where you will gas a little bit. You will get tired. You're gonna feel it. But how are you gonna go from there? Are you gonna be like, oh no, and then just literally go downhill, or are you gonna be able to be like, push yourself? Like that's why we do some of our workouts. Is purely to put yourself in such an uncomfortable position. Is like, how are you gonna cope in that position? Because you might get there in a fight. Will you shy away and give up? Or you just do what you can do to get through that session. So these are sessions that we actually do, and it's crazy. It's funny because we were talking about your brother. I look at your brother, I see photos of your brother. Have I met you? I don't think I've got to meet your brother yet.
No, you won't have done because it never. I was trying to get him out to Thailand at some point, but it never happened. So no, you haven't.
But I look at your brother and I can tell he looks like someone that will make you work hard. Like I can picture him. With a commando hat on with his beard going or whatever it is, telling you, get back in there, you know what I mean?
That's it.
Maybe got your broken jaw and be like, get back now, I can do you to make it that. Man, but again, it's something that I love seeing. Fighters. Some of my favourite fighters are the guys that can go all day, not only not only got the gas tank, very technical. You know, like a DJ, Demetrius Johnson. You know, your fighters like that. Even like Colby Covington, as much of a tosser he is, you know what I mean. A lot of people hate him, but to see his pressure, even Usman, to see someone put that much pressure and be able to still, I love seeing that. I love seeing it because I know, all right, these guys aren't shying. You know what I mean? I reckon that's real. When you see people gas, I look at that as weakness. I look at that as someone who will give up when things don't go their way. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but, you know, just how I do. So if I look at someone that can go all day, put the pressure on, go crazy, you know what I mean? Like, that's when I know this bloke works hard. No one wants to fight this guy. Who wants to fight a guy that's just going to keep coming at you?
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's crazy, man. So, so Bema, I wanted to talk about babies and belts. That's, that was a little, for people that don't know, that was a hashtag that me and Shay had. So again, we've been good friends for a long time. We've done a lot of training in Thailand and Tiger Muay Thai together. And we both had babies, our firstborns, pretty much the same time. They're the same age. And we both had world titles within a few weeks as well, maybe? Or
I think both of us were like within a couple of months of both the babies being born,
Yeah, so is Vinny older than Ariana?
Yeah, by about 2 weeks, I think, maybe 3 weeks.
So you had Vinny, and then went over there, went to Bema, obviously shot through the ranks, and then won the world title. And you know, it's a crazy feeling. You know, you're just fresh off having, fresh being a father. You know, you've got a new passion, new drive, new motivation. You know, that's what it's all about. And I could see the emotion when you won that title, and it was the same for me, because I remember when I won the PXC world title, and just, you know, I was in camp, like, while I was trying to conquer it, because I needed to make money, because this is before UFC. And then I was, you know, I'm sure this was the same for you, like trying to do whatever you can to make that money, train as hard as you can, then be a dad, you know, while you're in fight camp. It was hard work, and then to finally get that belt, it was just, oh mate, finally we did it, you know what I mean? It was just relief. And I remember seeing the emotion in our faces, and getting the hashtag babies and belts. What was that like for you? How was that camp? You know, fresh as being a daddy and having to be in camp, you know, how was that whole, was that extra motivation for you?
Yeah, extra motivation, yeah. It was just like, I mean, you know, obviously we were at a similar position with our careers, where it was like we were both trying to get to the UFC and get some money. So yeah, you know, I mean, obviously I had motivation anyway, but it was something that helped me drive further, and just helped, you know, I started thinking about it changed my motivation a little bit, because I started thinking more where I didn't used to. I started thinking more about earning money from the sport, you know.
Yeah.
Where I wasn't really, obviously when I was first fighting as an amateur and stuff. I mean, I wasn't earning no money. It was probably costing me money to fight, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it did change things a little bit in that regard. Where just as I was getting older, and I started, you know, like I say, we were both in a similar position where it was going to be make or break, you know what I mean? Where I needed to, if I was going to stick around fighting, I needed to be earning some good money, or it wasn't going to be enough, you know?
Yeah, man. That's what, again, like I always get asked, so many, you know, what do you fight for? You know, that question gets asked a lot. And, you know, a cliche sort of answer will be legacy. A lot of times when people, like, when you're the champ, right, you know, what are you fighting for? And, you know, people, like, will talk about legacy. I guess family, and that will be another big one. But for me, that's like right now, for me, like, that's everything. So the thing is, I'm in a situation, or not I'm in a situation, I'm sure you are. So making the money. So that's the big one. Being successful, winning, and then you being like, all right, I got that world title, and then whatever it is, and then I'm going to open a gym, you know what I mean? And you got this drive to, like, I have to make this money. And for me, that's what I've got in my head. Every time I'm at the gym, if I'm away from my family, I'm like, I ain't away from my family for no reason. I'm over here busting my ass. I need to win. Refuse to lose. You know what I mean? And like, you know, why do I need to win? I need a win to be successful. I need a win to bring that money back, or whatever it is. Because that's my fight. You know, that's my career. That's my career path that I've chose right now. You know what I mean? So say things, you know, started to not go my way, I'll be. What can I do to make money? You know, you know, whatever it is, I need to try and make, because that's my main goal. Right now, I fight to provide for my family. I used to love the sport. I still love the sport. Sorry, but now I do it because I need to look after my family. So I need to be successful. So how do, you know, no matter what it is, if fighting's not that option, I'm going to find something else to be successful. Like, you know what I mean? And you opening a gym, and you know, what was it after? Was that after the break you fought?
Yeah. So obviously, I had my jaw broken again for a second time, and then knew no matter what that I was going to be on the sidelines for a little bit. But then obviously, you know, we start thinking about how much damage the jaw's taken now, and the metal in my face and stuff like that. Like, you know what it's like. It's you know, no matter how prepared you are, it's a crazy sport, you know, and it's not something you want to be going into with not 100% in every regard, you know. But yeah, when I broke my jaw again for a second time, then that was when I started thinking about opening the gym and just being able to earn some money through the sport, really, because I've never really done much else. I don't know how to do anything else, you know. I mean, I started training a lot younger than you did. I started training MMA when I was 15, and then you know, I went to college and university and all that sort of stuff. But it was just really just so I could train as much as possible and compete. So then, after that second jaw break, I decided to open the gym, and it started off like a small area with not much equipment and stuff, but it's been like progression ever since there. We've been going for a couple of years, and I've extended the gym twice now. The building that the gym's in, my dad owns, you see, so I always knew there was going to be potential to expand. So it's been great, really, because it's given me something to focus on. You know, I went from being super focused on one task, just trying to train and fight, to then being sat, you know, another surgery and sat at home with my face the size of a watermelon, you know what I mean? I needed something to get my head into, and it was good that the gym was in the way that it was, because, like I say, it wasn't just like open up and it's a brand new massive facility. It was just like, right, you're going to have to get your head into this and knuckle down for a little bit and set some goals and smash some goals and reap some rewards, which is what I've always got a massive buzz over anyway from fighting, you know.
Yeah, man. Your missus wanna, the wife wanna kill me. That's why I'm like sitting there going, now you've got the thing, like, have you ever thought of maybe doing it again? I was like thinking, should I ask that you? You still want to
I mean,
that, but
obviously, you know, I wanted to wait and see how to be honest, my jaw's, it's not good, you know what I mean? It doesn't give me any pain or anything like that in everyday life, but you know, when you go to the dentist and you can feel when there's like difference in your teeth.
Yeah.
Like my teeth all sit very, very differently, you know what I mean? And I'm enjoying the gym, and we're focusing on that. You know, I've got another kid now. There's 2 kids, and like I say, enough metal in my face for me.
Becky, if you're listening, I'm not trying to keep you on. I just wanted to ask the question, all right, before you want to kill me. No, but that's what I mean. Like, obviously, you know what I mean? Like, your hard work, like, again, you know, if you were to choose that, I believe your hard work, and you'll be back fitter than ever, you know what I mean, and kicking ass again. But I mean, just seeing like in the gym, because I obviously keep an eye on the boys there, and a lot of them we should give a couple of Fox D, little shout out to some of the boys there. David Fox, yeah. So obviously it's doing well for you to expand twice, like you said, twice now. So that's doing good things. So that's what I wanted to give them a shout as well. Give them a shout. Where can they find the gym in Lancaster?
In Lancaster, mate, it's I mean, Lancaster's not a massive place, but that's where we're at. Lancaster, the gym's on Skirton, so if anyone fancies it, there's a few of them on here. Look, shouting out. So yeah, we've got a good group of lads, and just like I say, really enjoying it. You know, I'm missing the gym now. You know, obviously with this quarantine going on, but we'll be back soon enough.
That's it, yeah, man, for sure. But that's it. If you ever driving past, if you're ever going past Lancaster and you're a hard worker, you think you're a hard worker, go hit Shay up and see how you go. Go hit him up, because again, like we pride ourselves on being hard workers and we get shit done. So you know, if you are about, I can promise you, coming from me, he's done a lot of training. He's even come to my championship fight. He was in my corner with me. You know what I mean? He's flew over to Thailand to help me with camps and all that, because obviously I know he knows his shit and he's a hard worker and he's a very good training partner. So if you're over there, do yourself a favour, make sure you stop by. But Shay, thank you for coming. How can people find you on Twitter as well?
Yeah, Twitter and stuff. I don't use Twitter too much, to be honest. Instagram is probably the best one. Shay Walsh MMA.
No White Walker in there? No White
Walker, no. And it never really stuck. I should have maybe White Walker MMA, perhaps. But yeah, Shay Walsh MMA.
All right.
They're all asking when you come into England, Volk.
I'm keeping an eye. That's all. I have promised you I'm going to come over there to a seminar. It's going to happen. I've been promising Shay for years that I'll be headed to England for you know, I've got to do a little tour over there as well. I've got to go past Lancaster. Get some training.
Yesterday they were like, ask him when he's coming. I'm like, he's a fucking busy man. He's got a belt to defend. You know what I mean? He needs a. You know, give him a little bit of time, and then
it's gonna happen.
Hold on,
it's gonna happen. The only reason why I sort of can't is traveling overseas with the kids.
Yeah.
Traveling to England with kids.
Yeah, it's a long way.
Oh shit! I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, man, I want to thank you. Hey.
You can drug him. People give him like hay fever medicine or something.
Oh yeah, they would hit the headlines. Alex wants the drug.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks.
Hold on.
It's not too early over there. I don't think I woke you up too early.
No. Kids are up, mate. Kids are up anyway. I was awake.
What's up? Thank you. Thanks for coming on again. Go keep an eye on this fella. If you're in Lancaster, go see him. Thank you for watching. Shout out to the boys from the gym. Where are they? There's a couple of them. I've seen some of them. Here we go. Sheldon, is it?
Sheldon there, yeah. Big Shelly.
All right then. See you later, man.
All right, mate. Nice one.
Next time.
See you in a bit.
See you.